Hey, what's going on? So, on this video, this is the second part of modding a Game Boy Advance SP. And in this video, I'm going to be doing some soldering and some assembly and also some prep to get everything ready. There was one thing I forgot in the previous video. I will need to take this apart because I need these hinges. So we're going to do that as well in this video. So before we get there, I'm just going to go ahead and start prepping a few things here. This is the insulating film, so it needs to go on the back of the screen to prevent any shorts or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get that prepped and on. And get it lined up nice and neat. There we go. That looks good. All right. So we're going to set this off to the side. We are going to also prep this. It does require some soldering with some of these wires. I'm going to go over that and do that once I get the hinges out of there. So, but we'll do that momentarily. Set this off to the side. Get the ribbon cable out. These extra wires. Okay. So, alright, I do believe we need to take these off. You do want to try and get those off nice and neat, especially if you're reusing them. I am not reusing them because the new shell came with them, so I'm not too concerned about those. So I'm gonna still try and get them off as cleanly as possible. They can be a little difficult. Trying to get in and around it. Nope. Okay, let's try this part. There we go. And just like that, it comes up. Just set these to the side, and it looks like those screws are the triangle style, not the Phillips. It's starting to come up. There we go. These can be a pain in the butt. Oh, there it goes. There we go. I messed that one up a little bit. That's okay. Not using them. But like I said, keep in mind if you are not using a replacement shell, you want to try and preserve these as best as you can because you'll be reusing them. I am not. Oh. Okay. Oh, I really messed that one up. That's okay. Alright, one more to go. That one came out pretty good. It looks good too. Alright. So let's go ahead and get that cover off, switch that out. And I don't think these screws will need to be used since the replacement came with one, but I'll keep the screws together regardless, just in case. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Saw wire. Don't want to lose that. Yeah, come here, wire. Okay, put that there. There is another screw gotta take off. Where is it at? Okay, so, and this is what I was talking about in the other video about having to cut. It's a little different there. So, set that up there. I believe there should, there it is. Okay, there's the screw. And that's a Phillips. Okay, and that allows this to pop off so you can get to the ribbon. Alright, so you just slide this ribbon out. The screen is now off. That is off, and we need to get these hinges. We don't need this, so we can go ahead and put this up to the side. Go. Now these hinges can be a pain in the butt, so I'm going to try my best to get these out. Can't remember if it has to do with open. Let me try. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. Yeah, see, that's what the hinge looks like on the inside. So I need to try and get. Let's try. Okay. I'm gonna break anything. Oh, it's starting to come. Oh, moved everything. A little bit. There we go. And there are definitely easier ways to do this. I just don't remember them. Other people go over it and they can. Ah, there we go. They have much better methods of getting it out than I do, but from what I can tell, pretty much everybody struggles doing this. It's just kind of a pain. All right, so here's the other side, and these are pretty dirty too. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. A little bit. Yeah. So what I'm doing is, you can see there's 4 things that catch. So without breaking them, I'm trying to push them in a little bit so that they'll go into the plastic whenever I push it out. Just very carefully do this. Don't want to break them. Okay. That one's dirty. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get to push out now. Didn't move. Nope. Okay, these back ones are a pain. Can't get really to them. Okay. Let's get it to go through now. Ah, there we go. Okay. And get it out the rest of the way. See, I've seen people, when they get it through that first part, they have to move it the rest of the way because I think there's slots in there. Not 100%, but we got it out and they're not broken. So we are good. So, alright, let's see if we can get, yeah, oh, so those just slide off. There we go. And it does look like one of the things broke. I did break one, but it's alright. And 3 of them are still there, so that should be fine. They're just a pain to get off. And these are the red ones, so we want to slide these on. There we go. That's ready. And put this one on. I don't think I put that on right. And I dropped it because my phone rang. There we go. Doesn't look like it wants to go on all the way. There we go. Alright, now we're good. So those are done and ready. So I think we can start. Let's put this up here. Those out of the way. And there goes Luke Skywalker the corgi again, probably barking at a cat. Alright, so let's get this board prepped. Yes, we need to get this prepped, so we need to do some soldering. Turn on the solder gun, get the flux out. Okay, it's heating up. And like I had mentioned, the retro, what is it? The Retro Game Repair Shop, they have very good instructions. So I am referring to their site for the instructions for what needs to be soldered where. So the ones that we need to prep on this board is, we also need to prep this also. This ribbon cable, and I'll explain that here in a moment. So we need to prep the AV, which is right there. I'm not sure if that's zooming. Double check. Yeah. So tweezers. All right. We need to prep. Get a wire soldered here to the AV. and G, which is ground, which is right beside it. So that's what we're going to do here. Now this ribbon cable, we want to solder a wire. Come on, zoom. Here we go. We want to solder a wire to the to here. And what that's going to allow us to do is to solder in that wire to the power button, or not the power button, sorry, the brightness button on the board, which is, I think it's Q128. Yeah, right there. So Q128 is right there. And what that's going to allow us to do is we can adjust the brightness with the button that's already on the Game Boy. But this kit also includes 2 touch sensors as well, so you can control it there. But I like having the button function because it's there and I want it to work. So, alright, our soldering iron is heated up. So let's add a little bit of flux. And like I said, I just recently learned how to solder, so I'm not a pro at it, but I know enough to get by to do small stuff like this. So. Now we need our wires. There's one. Here's another. Okay. So first we want to tin the pads. It's tinned. It's tinned. Okay. So I'll show you what this looks like. And that's what it looks like. So now we can go ahead and get the wires in. That wire's in. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Tug, not moving. Tug, they're good. They're in there. It's perfect. So that is prepped. Let's go ahead and prep the ribbon cable. Set this off to the side. I need some flux. There we go. That's good. Alright, we need, I think it's the short wires, the only one left. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that tinned. Perfect. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, tinned. Alright, let's get the wire added. There you go. A little tug. Yep. Don't want to pull hard, just a little tug, make sure it's secure. Let's set that to the side. Let's get the flux out of here. Alright. Now there is still some more soldering because I got to do it to the board, but we don't want to do that yet. And you'll see why here in a moment. Okay. So set this here. Alright, so as you can see, there's this coming from the screen, this little ribbon, and it goes right here on the board. Now you don't want to do it like that because you could damage the screen. So you want to flip this and do it this way. And it just snaps on. Let's get it lined up. Yep. There we go. There. And it's in. And it just sits down like that. Now the kit does come with a little piece of tape to secure it, which is what this white strip is. If I can get the, there we go. Yeah. So we can just tape it down. There you go. Now it's stationary and won't move, won't flop around on you. So something else important to do is, because you got to run all this through the shell, you don't want to mix up your ground and your AV. So what I do is, for my ground, I just do this. Now my ground is identified. Here, hold it up. Now my ground is identified and I won't lose track of it, because those need to be soldered into the board also. So, okay. Let's make sure I do this correctly. It's the top of the screen, so it should... Is this not IPS ready? I think it is. I hope this doesn't require cutting. Oh no, what am I doing? Yeah, that's right. Let's do it with this screen. This part. There we go. I almost forgot something. That would suck if I got it all the way back together and I didn't take the screen protector off. Once it's together, you can't get that off. So, yeah, let's just see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Okay, so now here are the touch sensors. I'm going to figure out where I want to put these. Probably put one right there. Will the other one fit right there? I think I can get it to fit there. Okay, touch sensors in. So the touch sensors are for doing the brightness and the color palette also. This one's going to be a little difficult to get in there. Believe that should work. If not, I'll have to move them. we'll see. You want to make sure when doing all the wires you don't put them in a spot like right here. The screw is going to go there, so I don't want to lay that over there because then the screw could hit it. So you want to be aware of that. So now the ribbon, and these, I believe, yep, it lifts up. And does it go in like this, I think? Does it go in like this? Actually, I think it is like this. Push that little bracket down. Okay. So now is also a good time before you get it fully assembled to test to make sure the screen is working. Let me get this over. I'll still need that in a moment. Let's just get it out of the way. Okay. And you gotta put a twist in it like that. I might mess that up, but we'll get it right. Where is, I think it's this one. Yes. Alright, where does the twist go? So this goes, goes like this. Okay. Goes like that. Twist should go like that, and we want to go down into this slot. It's a little bit difficult with that one. There we go. And did I do that wrong already? I might have done that wrong already. Hold on. Let me try that again. Actually, it might be easier to let's undo that. And put this down through first. There we go. There we go. This ribbon can be attached to the board here. Shift it on me. Okay. There we go. Believe that was right. We'll find out. Okay, so these wires also need to go down through. So I'm gonna send this one down through first because it's the ground. tweezers. This can be a little tedious. Okay, so there's the ground. And I want to go ahead and put my knot back in it so I know it's the ground. So like I said, you do not want to mix those up. You can get it. There you go, good enough. All right, now the next wire needs to go down. Go. There we go. Stick it to the tape. There we go. Okay. Alright, so here's the touch sensors. Right there and right there. I don't like the way that one looks. Let me fix that. Sorry, I was off camera. This one's coming up a little bit also. There we go. Okay, so here are the touch sensors. And for the ground and AV, it's going down. I put it through the coil of the ribbon cable. Now we can do other way here. Set the board in. Hold on. Actually, we don't want to do that. Sorry, stand corrected. So the ribbon cable is going to attach there, right? And let's go ahead and solder in the ground and the AV wires. So let's do the ground first because that's easy. Okay, this is ground. Keep my finger on that so I don't mix it up. Okay, let me just get my diagram out here. Okay. It is this side. No, this side, yes. So the ground's gonna go, it's right here, ground, all right. Ground is gonna get soldered in right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And there's already solder on here, so shouldn't have to add any. Just gotta heat it up and get the wire attached. actually getting the tweezers. There we go. Tug, that's in. Alright, so now the AV, this wire needs to go to pin 3. Pin 3 is, let's see if I can show you all this. Pin 3 should be this middle one right there. Double check. Side 5. Yep, pin 3 is right there. So let's go ahead and get that attached. Okay. Make sure that's attached. It's attached, but yeah, I think it looks good. It looks good. Okay, so now we need to get this attached to Q128 right there, which I showed you all earlier. Need to tend the pad, get some flux. Perfect. Alright, that is tinned. Set that to the side. Alright, let's get this wire attached. Tweezers. And that easy. Okay, so now we need to get the ribbon cable attached. I don't like the way those are going. Let's get them over there. Okay. Okay. Make sure that is up, and it is. It's going to be a little tedious also because there's not a whole lot of room. I could put the hinges on, but I want to make sure everything works before I get there. So right now that's what I'm trying to do. After I got everything soldered in, I want to make sure the screen's working, and looks good. I want to make sure the screen's working and all the soldering I did is working. So what we need to do now is give me the back. Let's get that off. Maybe. This. Now, why that's such a pain to get off? It's not screwed in, just to let you know. It is not screwed in. It's just sitting there. So like screwing it ain't gonna do nothing. There we go. Push down. Okay, set that to the side. So let's just sit the back on so we can put the battery in. Make sure the board's lined up. Yes, board is lined up. Okay, good. Oh, I'll just take the power button off for now. Battery. Yep, just like that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We just want to see if it works. Look at that. I know the speaker's not in also. I still got to do that. But I just want to make sure that it was working. Touch screen for the brightness is working. Let's turn that up. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And color palette is working. So that is good. So let's just go ahead, shut that. Go ahead and take the battery out. Set that up there. Let's take our back off. Oh, the button fell out. Don't lose your spring. If that happens, do not lose your spring. My spring is right here. I'll have to put that back on. Just set those right there. And the rod. That's fine. No big deal. It happens. I messed up my screws. There we go. And just set that to the side. We'll address that momentarily. Alright, so I know in this video I said I was going to do the soldering and assembly, but that took a little longer than I expected it to. It can be a little tedious at times, especially with the SP and dealing with the hinges, which I forgot to do. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here, and in the next part we'll go ahead and go over the assembly and we'll get it finished up. So I do thank you for watching and have an awesome day.